What's up guys, Zami here and you're watching Heavy Metal Pomp. Today I've got another pomade review for you. We're gonna be looking at a brand and pomade that I feel tends to be overlooked. For today we're gonna be looking at Red House Firm. Now this is an all-base pomade with a firm hold, and once again I want to thank John for lending me this. Thanks dude. And without further ado, we're gonna take a closer look at the tin right now. And here we have Red House Firm. Comes in a 3.75 ounce metal tin. Has the brand name on the lid in this red label. On the side you get the brand and product name. You get ingredients on one side, and some directions on the other side as well. The overall presentation is pretty minimalistic, but I think it looks pretty sharp. I also like the tin that they use, it just looks really unique. And if you open it up, you get the standard yellow pomade inside. The scent is tobacco vanilla, and I think it's a pretty good scent. What I get is this sweet and slightly spicy scent, which is also pretty subtle, so it's not gonna be overpowering. Anyway, scooping it out, just need to apply a little bit of pressure and it comes out. It's really thick. Breaking it down, feels slightly waxy with some slickness to it, which is pretty nice. Doesn't really require that much effort at all, which I do like. Going into the hair, definitely gonna have a little bit of tugging and pulling, but it's really not bad. Doesn't feel like it's ripping any hairs out. And as per usual, if you're concerned about tugging and pulling, you can always apply in smaller amounts or go in damp hair if you must. Like I mentioned earlier, the scent is quite subtle. Even right now, I'm barely even noticing it. And as for the shine, it provides a nice medium shine for me. Just looking at back, goes through pretty nicely, has a little bit of resistance but doesn't feel like it's tugging or pulling. And even though the pomade is slightly on the waxier side of things, it still has a pretty decent amount of slickness to keep everything nice and tight. Gonna style my hair now, talk to you again in a bit. And I think I'm pretty much just gonna call that done. So as you can tell, I'm getting about a medium height. My sides are holding down nicely. This pomade has a decent amount of slickness to keep everything together, getting that medium shine, and the scent is really subtle. So anyways, let's talk more about Red House Firm. For some reason, I keep forgetting about Red House, which is weird because I've always wanted to try Private Reserve. After using the firm hold for a few times, I think it's a pretty good all-base pomade. Application with this stuff is pretty much effortless. There's not really much hassle when it comes to scooping it out, breaking it down, and applying into the hair. It has a pretty good balance of being waxy and slick, though it leans towards being waxy just a tiny bit. Styling with it is also pretty decent. I feel that it has a medium weight to it, so you can definitely feel its presence in the hair. The hold I definitely wouldn't consider to be a true firm. I feel that it's more of a medium with a slight boost. You can also expect some good endurance with this. It is a little bit waxy, so some of my hairs tend to resist, but it's gonna hold up pretty well throughout the day. And as for washing it out, it does require about 3 to 4 showers with shampoo to fully wash it out. You can also get a nice clean build-up with this if you choose to use it on next day use. So anyways, final verdict on Red House Firm. I give it a 3.5 out of 5. I just think it's a good performing all-base pomade. There's not really much hassle to it, and it definitely gets the job done. Especially for the price it goes for, I think it's a pretty solid option. It's not really gonna apply for us living in Asia, but for those living in the States, this stuff costs $7, which is a pretty good deal if you ask me. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Hope you liked the review. Do leave a comment down below, subscribe to my channel right here, or you can check out my last video right here. I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.